Hello everyone, welcome to this video overviewing the use of the America History and Life database. My topic today will be natural law in the American Revolution. First article I want to look at is Rosemaria Alibrandi's British Ideas, American Parliamentarism. Alibrandi's thesis is that modern constitutionalism was born in America with the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776. A new kind of constitution arose here, and this process was completed with the approval of the U.S. Constitution in 1789. This new type of constitution is written down and is supreme even over the rulers. It is based on the principle of representation. It also has separation of powers and a system of checks and balances. Here, Alibrandi is primarily concerned with showing where this new kind of constitution came from, and she points to a combination of three main ideological branches. First is republicanism, and she points to the theories of James Harrington, who was a theorist in England in the 1650s, but says this goes even farther back to Niccolo Machiavelli, writing in Italy around 1500. Second branch of thinking is John Locke and his natural law theory, and the third is Baron de Montesquieu's theories on social structure and politics. The natural law connection here is that Alibrandi says America's founders thought that common law, which is made by government, was based on and derived from natural law, and they went back to natural law principles when they structured the American government. For sources, Alibrandi uses political treatises. Most important one is James Harrington's The Commonwealth of Oceania. She also cites the writings of founding fathers such as Jefferson, John Adams, and George Washington, and the Federalist Papers, and several colonial constitutions from the mid-1700s. Second article is Adam Seagrave's How Old Are Modern Rights? On the Lockean Roots of Contemporary Human Rights Discourse. Here, Seagrave is framing a debate over Locke's natural rights theory and the scholarly attempts to place it in intellectual history. Especially, what relationship does Locke's natural rights theory have with its medieval predecessors? And Seagrave points out two extreme approaches, of which most scholars fall on a spectrum somewhere between these. First, there's the discontinuity approach, which sees a distinct separating line between medieval theories and modern theories on natural rights, as shown by John Locke. Second is the continuity approach, which focuses on the similarities between medieval and modern theories and sees lots of connections. Then he brings up the writings of Brian Tierney, a strong supporter of the continuity approach, and Tierney's thesis was that John Locke's natural rights theory was the primary vehicle which connected medieval theories with our modern theories on natural rights. Seagrave's thesis is that Tierney was wrong, largely, and so here Seagrave is countering Tierney's focus and shows more support for the discontinuity side of the debate. He argues that Tierney's medieval framework approach to Locke's natural rights theory misses the significance of Locke's innovative contributions, and while admitting some continuity with prior theories, Seagrave thinks that the discontinuity is more pronounced between medieval and modern periods. He says that Locke's theories took pre-existing ideas and altered the order of priorities, placing natural rights and natural law at the center, and this was an innovation that marks the modern era. Seagrave's sources are primarily the historiography of Locke's theories. So some writers coming from the continuity approach would of course be Brian Tierney, several works, first Natural Law and Natural Rights, second Historical Roots, and his third work, The Dominion of Self. There's also several scholars cited in support of the discontinuity approach, such as Michael Villi and Leo Strauss. And of course, since this is about Locke, Seagrave cites a lot of Locke's political writings, especially his two treatises on government. A third article is Neil York's Natural Rights Dissected and Rejected, John Lynd's Counter to the Declaration of Independence. John Lynd was a London lawyer who lived at the time of the American Revolution, and He was a vocal opponent of natural rights theory. He thought the whole idea was absolutely ridiculous and that natural law and natural rights provided no legal foundation for a government. York's main sources are Lind's political and personal writings, and this article will provide an interesting overview of someone who counters the idea of natural rights and natural law theory, and be particularly useful for providing some balance to the examination. Thank you.